Okay folks, so I'm doing the hub school at the moment, so I won't be available to do this presentation for you live, but I'm going to do the video and hopefully it'll be as good as the real thing. Alright, so for today we're going to do some floor plans, really kind of integral part of architecture and a really nice part of GraphCom. So today you'll need a pencil and a sheet of paper. The bigger your sheet of paper, I think the easier you'll find this. Alright, and we'll go on from there. So this is going to split down into two lessons. Alright, today's obviously going to be lesson 1, and then the next time I see you we'll go over this stuff in lesson 2. So the learning intentions for today, we're going to recognise why floor plans are used and the kinds of jobs that use them. We're going to communicate a building's internal layout using floor plans. Alright, so we're all about the inside of buildings today. And we're going to use British standard symbols and conventions to show features. And by features I mean light switches, where the lights are going to be, kitchen sinks, all of that kind of stuff. And how will I know you've been successful? Well, we're going to identify who uses floor plans and justify their use. We're going to create a floor plan for an existing room in your house. And hopefully you're going to use the correct British standard symbols in your floor plans. So what is a floor plan? That's the example that we've got up there. And a floor plan is just a simple 2D scale drawing of the interior layout of a building. All right, so you can see on our example there, we've got the bedroom, dining room, bathroom, and it shows us where the bath is. It shows us where the chairs and stuff are going to be, and the sinks and all of those kinds of things. All right, so who might use a floor plan? I'd like you just now to pause the video and to write a couple of examples up in the top corner of your page. All right, so have a think about who might use a floor plan, all right, and write them down in the top corner of your page. So pause the video now and go away and do that. Grand. So I had a bit of a think and I came up with architects, builders, joiners, plumbers, and games developers. A wee bit of an off-piste one there. So architects, obviously designing new buildings, refurbishments or extensions. If you're getting a patio put on the back, you'll need a floor plan for that. Builders, they obviously, when they're building houses or extensions or refurbishments, they need to know where the walls are going to go, where the windows are going to go. Joiners need to know how many doors, how many window frames, all this kind of stuff. Plumbers, any pipes, they need to join up and they need to go to the right place. And then games developers, any games that involve buildings. The buildings need to be designed and created in CAD just the same as real buildings, so that when your character's running around inside these buildings, the buildings have a layout. All right, so symbols and standards. These are used to make sure that everybody knows what everything means, all right, so that there's no confusion. You need to use these standards when you're drawing your floor plans, all right, so you can come back to the symbols and standards, come back to this page and have a wee look at this page in the presentation when you are doing your bits and pieces, all right, because these are the symbols that I'd like you to use. Sizes and scales. Obviously we can't draw a floor plan real life size, so we need to scale them down. All right, we can't get paper that's big enough to do a full size. All right. Usually the scale of a plan is either 1 to 25 or 1 to 50. What reasons would you decide, or rather what reasons would you think could decide the scale that you might use? So 1 to 25 means that it's 25 times smaller on the page than it is in real life. And 1 to 50 means that it's 50 times smaller on the page than it is in real life. So again, I'm going to pop up some of my answers in a minute. I'd like you to have a think, write those down on your page. What reasons do you think might need the scale to change? Right, so I've got the size of the building, all right? So the bigger the building, the smaller the scale that you'll need to use, all right? If you're doing a floor plan for a football stadium, you'll need to scale it down much, much more to fit it on your page than you would do if you're doing a garden shed, right? How complex the plan is. Some floor plans are much more detailed than others, all right? So if you've got a really, really complex floor plan, you want your scale to be nice and big so that you can see all the details. And finally, what size of paper you've got. All right, less of an issue now because we're using computers, but once upon a time, you were constrained by the size of the paper that you had. So if you had access to really big, like A0 paper, you could do your floor plans a wee bit bigger. Whereas if you had access to small bits of paper, you'd maybe have to do them slightly smaller. All right, so there's a demo here. I'm going to pop the link up for this in the file section. All right, so you can click on that, take you to that. I'd like you to watch that before you do anything else. All right, so here's the task. Here's what I would like you to do, the meat of the lesson. I would like you to create a floor plan of your kitchen. All right, so you need to include some doors, the windows, the switches, the sockets, the lights, the radiators, the north point. So see if you can find out which way is north when you're standing in your kitchen, and everything up to and including the kitchen sink. All right, and you do need to use the correct symbols that we learned earlier. All right, but it doesn't need to be to scale. You don't need to get the ruler out and start measuring things. All right, we'll keep it a wee bit simpler just now. Next thing we want to do is we want to upload, all right, a picture of your floor plan and your assignment on Teams. Okay, so you need to go into assignments, you need to snap a picture of your floor plan with your iPad, and then you need to upload that picture onto the assignment on Teams. All right, and that's us. The next lesson will be lesson 2. All right, I hope that was helpful. As I say, I will be available on the chat if you need me, so just give me a shout and I'll be there to answer all your questions. All right.